Hello and welcome to the Robot Studio. Hope everyone had a nice summer. Hope the return back hasn't been too rough. And for everyone that's new here, I thought it might be worth just giving a little overview of what you can get for free at the Robot Studio. This is history. This is what I hand built almost 20 years ago. This is known as the Etchy Robot Design Study. And to the best of my knowledge, it is the most anatomically realistic torso ever made, apart from a single eyeball. It even has gel in the spinal discs. It's got shoulder blades which glide. It's got collarbones. It's got ball and socket. It's got the same layout as a person, as far as possible. And this was to study artificial consciousness a long time before LLMs existed. And it looks like it might be coming back into fashion. But to show you the rest of the place, this is it. This is all you need to build the most advanced robots on the planet. This brings us up to date. This is Hope Humanoid Open. It can stand up. It's much more stable kneeling. A tiny little machining center, because sometimes you just have to machine things, lots and lots of storage. A little bit of fun. Not sure about faces still. And the big news really is that I am now partnered with Hugging Face. Hugging Face, I think, are going to change the world. They are going to really, truly democratize software and bring end-to-end learning to the masses. And they're going to do it on this arm. In fact, they're going to do it on lots of different arms, but this is the one that I'm designing for them. This is the SO, as in standard open, which is what I want it to become, because you can print that and you can assemble it with $100 of components. You need 4 of them, 2 of a slightly different end to make a teleoperation rig, and then you're off to the races. What I'm probably better known for at the moment, though, is this one. This is the V1 Dex hand. This has a total, it's fully assembled, of 19 degrees of freedom, including 3 in the wrist, so 16 for the fingers, which I believe is the same as a Tesla Optimus and quite a lot of the other top-end robots. The difference is you can make this for $300 with components. It uses normal digital servos, so it's not going to do a huge amount of work, but if you're after fast gestures, that will do the job. Slightly earlier than that, this is the Robot Nano hand, which, as you can see, is falling to pieces now. Held together by pins. This has a camera mounted in the palm. These 2 are fully published. Well, I haven't quite finished the instructions to that one, if I'm honest, yet. But you've got parts 2 through 9. You can mechanically assemble it. Then you've got to solder wires onto a board, insert some code, and it'll run. I will finish it one day, I promise. This one has very thorough instructions, robotnanohand.com. This one has one video, which is slightly out of date. There'll be a big release coming up towards the end of October. And then the most advanced hand and arm, which I have not fully released yet, mainly because of cost. This is getting on for $6,000 of components in it. Plus, I'd really like to charge a little bit for the design. That was not easy to make, and that's got a lot of potential. What I would say, though, is that eventually everything I make will be open sourced. There's just a progression, because even the artist cannot live on art alone. This is a V2 Dex hand, and as the V3 is coming around a bit faster than I expected, I'm very seriously thinking about open sourcing this one as well. So if you're interested and you're an early adopter with more than $100 to spend, leave me a comment in the comments or DM me or get in touch some way. And I'm going to run a course. I think I run a course in all events, but it'd be a lot better if more people signed up. And if you've got a lot of money and you really like robots and you want to sponsor someone else to help learn how to make this hand and this arm, then I'd really like to hear from you as well. So there we go. That is the robot studio with clean desks. You won't sit like that very often. And I hope to see you building a robot soon.